you're going to be seeing me get dressed because I'm here to answer any of your questions. So I don't need to be sat staring at the camera like I did yesterday for hours. So I'm going to be busying myself in these Tea with Sophia things. I know when I've used my iPad before, I can't, the chat goes too quick. When I'm doing my, when I'm normally doing it when I'm sat still in the other room, I am looking at my iMac so I can see a lot of the chat. So if you do put a question and I don't see it, then repost it. Hello, Sabhu, my lovely. So I'm here to, even if I help one person a day with these Tea with Sophia's, it's all about your well-being. It's all about, hello my lovelies, it's all about spirituality. Ask me about spirituality. Ask me about I'm not doing readings. I will pull one card for your well-being. I'm not interested in doing it for you and somebody else. I do them in my live readings. I'm here. This is just for a chat for anybody who needs me, because I know a lot of my clients will go into a spiral when they finished a session with me. Mind you, I haven't got my cards in here. So I will go and get them in a minute. I'll just get one deck. Let me go and get them now, actually. Okay, so like I say, if I miss your, you'll have to excuse the lighting. It's because I'm in a different room, and also the camera thing's over there, but I'm looking over here. So anywho, so you can ask me anything about spirituality. You can ask me anything about your health. You know, I'm not a doctor, but I mean, you know, through, just ask me anything and I'll tell you whether I can answer it or not, basically. But anyway, how are you lovely kittens today? Are you all well? So anything, spirituality, well-being, or manifesting. Hello, Mario, my lovely. How are you? This takes ages to dry. Yip-a-dip-a-doo, yip-a-dip-a-doo. You're doing excellent. Well done. How's your mental diet going, my lovely? Are you being a good kitten or a wavering kitten? Making a right mess here. Where's my tissues? Like I say, on my iPad, I can only see like one or two bits of chat come up. Waver. Okay, so why do you feel that you'll wait? What? Okay, so when you waver, it means that you come back to what thoughts? You're coming back to looking at 3D. You're coming back to see that it's still not here. You're coming back to the unwanted version. So thinking of your person in the unwanted way. You know, so where are your thoughts tending to go? Because that's where you need to look at them and to catch them. Okay, to notice that that is where you're dominantly going instead of in the wish fulfilled. So 3D reacting. Okay, so we know that the 3D is a mirror. So if we keep reacting to it, what are you're going to see the same? Okay, you're going to see the same. So we don't react to 3D. Okay, it's not, the reason that it's taken you so long is you did see movement, which was good, but then you fell out of that state again. You started reacting back to 3D, but the 3D is what you've already created. So if you keep reacting to it, you're going to only recreate more of the unwanted. Okay, you change within. Okay, so that the 3D is not affecting you. We have to live in the physical 3D. You know, that's where we go to work. That's where we eat our dinner. That's where we, you know, chat to family and friends and that. But when you are consciously creating something and you're wanting a change, then that's where you have to not play with that unwanted version anymore. Okay, so you're the boss. Remember, you're the boss of your personal reality. So yesterday on Sophia's tea, I was saying about how you can, for me, like I will pretend, yeah, so that's good. It's not your fault. It's realizing where those sneaky little dominant subconscious programming tends to go to, and then you being the boss goes, no. Okay, so yesterday I was thinking about, well, if I'm the boss and I've got a secretary and an HR department, the HR department is going to employ versions of people that I want. So see it as your HS department, higher self department. Okay, you're the boss. You've told your HS department or your HR department, you know, I'm only employing this version of my SP that is loving, that is doting, that is wanting to be in a committed relationship with me, etc., etc. So Diva, my lovely, I'm not doing readings on here. I'm only pulling one card for your well-being, what the spirit wants you to know. But other than that, I'm talking about well-being and spirituality and manifesting. So yes, Mario, you know, look at what you're reacting to. What do you keep reacting to? The unwanted version, the unwanted situation. Then that's where you have to go back within and make sure that you're correcting yourself. No, you know, my version of my SP, the one that I've employed, is loving, is wanting to be in a committed, you know, is happy to be in a committed relationship with me. She loves me and only me. She adores me and only me. Okay, and you persist in that version. Remember, nothing has a meaning as well. So when you are looking at 3D, what meaning are you giving to things? Be aware of that as well. Right, which cream did I get up to? I think I've done that. If you want to ask me anything else, Mario, then do, because I'm sat here to help people. But I'm not going to sit staring at my camera for hours on end. So I'm busy doing other things. So this is Sophia, how you've not seen me before. Oops, sorry, forgot that the lens was there. That's the thing, is doing things differently. You're welcome, my lovely. So have you written down the only version that you're going to interact with, that you're only going to see in your world, and ignore the other one? Like when I change people, I will write them down. Okay, so you've got it. So I will do it. I can do it two ways. I will do it as I've written it down. My mum is so good. So I might have, my mum is fit, healthy and well. She is physically well. She likes walking. She's put on weight. Okay, the opposite of what I'm seeing in 3D. So somebody who's not very healthy, who is underweight, who isn't eating much, and who's got memory problems. So I've written how I want my perfect version, because that perfect version exists, remember. Okay, so I am then making sure that I read that. I will hear my mum tell me back in my imagination, okay, that she is healthy, that she, you know, oh, my memory is perfectly fine and I'm feeling really fit and healthy and well. Other times when I'm being like the boss, okay, I will sit down and I will write out minutes, okay, pretending that I'm the boss and I'm having a meeting. So I will write the minutes out as if my secretary is saying, the boss asked about SP. Okay, let's say that. So the boss asked about SP, and then I'll put reply. SP loves you and only you. SP adores you and only you. SP thinks the world of you, will do anything for you. SP only has eyes for you, blah, 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 blah. Okay, everything that I would want SP to be doing. And then I put SP, obviously their name. So if it was my mum, you know, so I would put, say, for my mum, okay. SP asked, boss asked about her mother, okay. Reply, as if it's my secretary or my HR department telling me this is how your mother is. So your mother is fit, healthy and well. She physically is fit and well, goes for walks, eats meals regularly, weighs blah, blah, blah. Mentally, her memory is perfectly fine, short term and long term. And then I put mum, okay, and then I have what I would want my mum telling me. So yes, I'm perfectly healthy, blah, 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 blah. And then boss, and then I put, you know, yes, mum, I love you lots, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's having it. So I will read that in the morning and the night, because for me, well, I've had a meeting. Okay, I've had a meeting today. I'm the boss, so I've had my meeting, and everybody in my meeting knows their parts that they're playing in my movie. Okay, or how they're going to be employed in my company, because I'm the boss of my personal reality. So whichever way, but whenever you're thinking about your specific person, or whether it is something that you want to, a holiday, a house, car, whatever it is, money, then do a scene that implies that you've already got it. So if it's your SP, you could, every time you think of your SP, remind yourself, no, SP loves me, they adore me, and they think the world of me. They are happy to be with me. And then the scene could be that you are hugging them and you're hearing them in your mind's ear tell you, you know, I love you, you know, I'm so happy that we're in a committed relationship, I love you, or married to you, or living with you, whatever. Okay, if it is something material, like when I wanted my phone or wanted my iMac, I would imagine that I was unboxing it and feeling it and touching it. And at first I would go on YouTube and watch an unboxing thing about it, you know, to see what it looked like if I hadn't seen one physically. Okay, so, and then every time I thought about it, I would close my eyes and imagine for more than a minute or for more than 30 seconds holding that iPad and telling somebody, oh, so happy. Not iPad, iMac. Well, I did it for that as well. So you've got to make sure that your inner world is matching your desire, because your desires are meant for you. But if you keep reacting back to 3D, then, you know, that's where you've got to observe that and come back to 3D is just a mirror. Am I going to keep, you know, like this mirror here, you know, there's the version that I don't want. Well, turn the mirror around. Okay, pretend it's black on the back. I'm not entertaining that version. Okay, but there's a mirror here that has my version of my person in that mirror. So I hope that has helped you for today. Remember, the techniques are only there to help you feel like the person who has what you want. Okay, they're not going to, hello Selena, my lovely, they're not going to do the work for you. You can sit there affirming, remember, everything is an affirmation. Okay, so if you're affirming, I'm having chicken for dinner, then you've made an affirmation. You've affirmed something that you're going to be doing. Okay, so scripting, you know, you say that you're doing your morning routine, but then you're falling out of it again. So that's where you've got to make sure that you are really disciplined, okay, as to why. All things already exist. It's not like you can't have it. You'll just keep falling back out and going back to the old version, which it's your dominant assumptions, don't forget, your dominant beliefs. Because all versions still exist. We don't, you know, everything's created. It doesn't go away. You've just got to make sure that you're aligned with that, only the outcome and the version that you're going to entertain. I have a video I'm going to send you. Good. Oh, sorry, I keep getting the camera lenses over there. Looks like it's dirty anyway. Any other kittens that want to ask me anything about well-being, spirituality, or if you're manifesting something, consciously manifesting something and struggling, or you're feeling a bit down today? Right, let's see what we can do with my mop today. Mop-a-top. Oh, look like a witch. Scare you all in the morning. There you go. Tea with Sophia and how to scare her kittens off. Comes a dog. Ouch. Hello, Ankita. Okay. It's a very cold, crisp day today. So anybody else want to ask me anything that I can perhaps help you with today? Was feeling down the last few days, but today I'm good. Sometimes I think I overwhelm myself with sleep tapes while working on my self-concept, but it's working. Oh, that's what I hate about, oh, hang on, what came up then? Nothing. Sorry, it goes so quick on my iPad. And I only see one message at a time. Okay, so when you're, remember, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning, Selena. You make the rules. There's nobody making the rules in your reality except yourself. So, you know, no. Tell yourself no. Or, okay, yes, I feel this way, but there's, you know, it's just purging the old. The sleep tape is just purging the old. So that's good. The bad needs to come out, if you like. The old programming needs to come out. So yeah, I'm going to feel a bit yucky, but who cares? There's a version of me that isn't feeling yucky today. Okay, remember, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. Can never do this side. There we go. Just got the hang of it yesterday, doing that side. And also look at where you keep dwelling, because remember, all versions of you exist, all versions of your SP exist. You do not experience their reality or anybody else's. They are only showing up in your reality based on your assumptions, beliefs, and meanings you're giving to things. How you're seeing them, how you're seeing yourself, how you're seeing men, relationships. All the outcomes exist. I say it's purge, it's all working in my favor, it gives me a good meaning. Yes, good, good, good. Good kitten. That's what we like to see. Okay. Yeah. Right. We're done in here for the moment. Can't wear that one. It's too dusty. Right. Let's move into the other room then. And go and find my headband that is the one I normally wear. Here it is. I left it on my bedside cabinet. Oh, that made you all dizzy and sick, didn't it? I will go back into my other room in a minute and set that up, but I didn't want to just be sat when I've got other things I can be doing. Okay, so let's go back into the other room. Take things with me. Dog's humping her bear as we talk. Humping her bear. She's a naughty doggy. Still, she's happy, she's happy. Right, I'm just going to go and get my stool back. So bear with me. Talk amongst yourselves, ladies and gents. And then we can have proper talk. Let me just go and get the coffee. Whoa, okay, now then, let me set this back up. And then we can resume normal service like we did yesterday. Right, okay. So, anybody else for anything else? At least when I can get back on here, I can sort this out. If my password worked. Here we go. Ignore. Oh, right, Mario, your video. Right, okay. Why have you lost
your job today?
Oh, shush. Shush, 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 shush. Revision, does it have to be written in your head? When you revise anything, when you tell yourself a different story, you're revising it straight away. Okay, you're revising the old to the new. If you are revising an event, you have to really, you can't just write about it and then when you're not reading it or writing it, you are going back straight to the old. Okay, so I just do revision more in my, I do write it out as this is the new story. This is the only outcome and version I'm accepting. Okay, don't forget, assumption is that which you assume to be true. So it depends what you're writing about. Okay, but you're more dominantly going around in the day going back to the old. So that's what you have to make sure that you're not going back to the old. The second video is such a simple explanation of the mirror. Well, yes, like I say, I was saying yesterday as well, that the point that I repeat everything is because one day I might say it's slightly different. Okay, but it's all the same. But we sometimes need to hear it said lots of times until one day it sinks in. But it's the same. It doesn't matter how people say it. It means the same thing. Your 3D is the mirror. So like I look at it as if I am looking in a mirror, like I was just doing my makeup. If I didn't like the eye color, I can't smash the mirror. I have to adjust it on myself. Everything has to be done within because your 3D is a reflection of you. Okay, I have clients all the time who 6 months later down the line will say, oh, I found a video that explained about this. And I'm like, I've been telling you that the whole way through. The law's not going to change. It's a set list of principles. That which you assume to be true is what you're going to get. So if you assume that you're married to your person and you stay in that assumption, then that is what is going to harden into fact and be reflected back on the mirror. Okay, the 3D is only showing you at the moment your current beliefs and assumptions and your previous beliefs and assumptions. So if you want the 3D to change, then your thoughts that you're having within you is going to be the future that's reflected back to you. Also, the subconscious is a photocopier. Whatever you're photocopying is going to be pushed out. So if you don't want to see something in your 3D, don't put it in the photocopier. Only put stuff in the photocopier that you want to see photocopied. Okay, or you could look at it like a robot. You're programming a robot and then the robot does something that upsets you. You don't smash the robot or tell it off because you programmed it. Okay, so, yes, I know all these principles, but yes, other people will explain it in a slightly different way that you will think, oh, right, I understand it that way. Okay, like with anything that you're learning. Like I say, when I was learning to drive, I went with one instructor for 3 months and I just could not get changing gears. Okay, I was always cocking them up, but he never corrected me. He would just sort of tut and what's the matter with you? Are you not getting this by now? But when I changed driving instructor and had the same problem, he said, think of it like a baby. If it cries, if it's making a noise, if it's screaming, it wants changing. I got it straight away. It clicked straight away. So yes, that's, you're not going to come across everybody who is on YouTube or written a book or done a lecture on the laws is given their personal how it's worked for them, or if we're coaches, then we say how it works for our clients. Now, every client is different. We're all different. Our minds are all reprogrammed in different ways from our upbringing and what we've put in there. So, you know, when you come across a video and it's like, whoa, okay, that I understand it, finally understand it. It's nothing different. I know for a fact in most of your readings, Mario, it's all been saying what you've just said on those 2 videos that you found. Okay, but sometimes you're so panicky. Sometimes my clients are so panicky and so come back to the old that in that moment that they hear it, aha, but then they forget it and they are going back to panicking and looking at 3D and unwanted versions, etc., etc. Okay, so you know, if it helps you, then that is perfect. But it's nothing that I don't already know and I don't already teach. Oh, where are we on here? Alright, I can see other people's comments now. Bitty 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 bitty. Okay, sorry, I'm just diddling on my iPad while I on my iMac while I look at things. Okay, in here. Okay, what's happened here then? Why can't I see anybody on here? Oh, okay, no. Just had a blip. Okay. Why are you talking on there? Oh, it's me. Oh. Okay. That's better now. I'm back in here. Okay. When I saw my face then reading that email, I read it on my phone and then I'm not looking so bad across. I don't remember. Sorry, just replying to a client. I can still see your chat though. So anybody who is, again, well-being, spiritual, manifesting, anything. These sessions are for you, my lovelies. They're free. You can do a positive exchange donation for anybody who supports the channel, which is always appreciated. Like I say, even if I help one person a day, then that is brilliant for me. Yesterday I helped quite a few people who joined in the Tea with Sophia. Some clients I remember straight away, and others I'm like, and see what comes back. Okay. Good morning, Stormy, my lovely. How are you, my kitten? Yeah, I hate it when you can't get dressed in the morning. Now, why is this side baggier than that side? Boop, 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 boop. So I'm just pottering around, doing my daily things while I watch for any chat, anything that any of you have. So, like I say, I'm here just for anything for you to talk to me about or wanting to know. I'm not doing big readings, my lovelies. I know that I've seen a couple of you in the chat here who are asking for, you know, what's next between me and my SP. I will pull a card for your well-being, but it's not my live readings. Okay, this is my Tea with Sophia, where I just offer you help. I also have Instagram for any of you who are listening who don't know that I've got Instagram. I do Instagram and have lots of things that I've already said on there for helping you to get somebody back in your life, because it's totally possible. Okay. And as far as I say, everybody should be with the person that they want to be with. But the change has to come from you, not your SP. What did we do yesterday? No, it wasn't yesterday. Yesterday before. today, sunny and cold, definitely. If you hear funny noises, it's the chihuahua on the, she's under that cover behind me on the pillow. She's asleep, so she's snoring. So you're very quiet, kittens, today. I am going to be on later this evening for readings, but they're not free readings, they are paid readings. The free readings I don't do anymore because it just gets too ridiculous, to be honest. It gets out of control. It just stresses me out when I'm doing those. So it's more controlled doing ones for people who it's more relaxing. Don't you just hate it when you can't remember what you did yesterday? especially when I've got to go 3 back. Laurie, my lovely, I'm not here to do readings. I'm only pulling 1 card on your well-being, my lovely. It does say in the title, it's just live question and answer session on spirituality, manifesting and well-being, my lovely. Laurie, you'll have to be a bit more, when I say spirituality, I'm answering questions that people have about spirituality. Hello, I just saw the little doggy move. Okay, well, I'll just put 1 card that Spirit wants you to know today. And the card for you is Seek. Okay, it says the power of Spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of Spirit, including you. We are all one with Spirit and always will be connected to one another. So where you're asking about your Scorpio, we're all connected by energy. Your Scorpio is thinking and feeling what you are assuming that he is or they are. So if you're in no contact or they are not wanting to be in a committed relationship with you and you keep thinking that, then that's the energy that you are sending to them, and they are going to carry on ignoring you or not be in a committed relationship. So if you want them to be in contact, if you want them to be in a committed relationship with you, telling you that they love you, then you have to change your energy. You have to shift your energy. You have to change your assumptions and the meaning and how you're seeing that person within you first, because we're all attached by energy. There is no separation. It's an illusion. There is no time. It's an illusion. Okay? So when you change the story within, and every time you think of your Scorpio, you are imagining them saying to you, I love you, I'm happy to be with you, I want to be in a committed relationship with you, of course I love speaking to you, then you will get that version of them in. But if you keep looking at the version that is not giving you what you want and you're feeling sad about it, then you're going to keep that in your reality. So Spirit is saying, shift within. Look at what you're telling yourself about the situation, because what you focus on grows. What you focus your energy onto, which is your thoughts and your feelings, is what you're going to keep in place. And we don't want that. If you want to be in a relationship with that person, then you have to assume that, you know, you're in that relationship, or that it's going to happen. That knowingness, that inner knowingness. Ah! Threaten the life out of me then. Oh. How many kittens are on here? I can't see if that says 5 or 6. Looks a nice coat. Got my daughter a book on Dobby yesterday. So as I'm sat here, I may as well have a quick read of it myself. Why is that being That's me being stupid. Now that could be just reading that first bit about Dobby and what a house elf is. You could see that as your subconscious, your mind. Okay, a house elf is required to serve one wizarding family for their entire life. And house elves are very faithful to their masters. So you could see that as you're the boss, you're the wizarding family. The house elf is your thoughts, okay, and your mind. Any command their master gives them must be obeyed. Okay, so remember, you're giving the commands to your photocopying mind, okay. Though it helps to be specific, because a house elf may not perform the order exactly as it was meant to be. So when that is the whole point, when you want something, you have to be specific on what you want. So if you wanted a car and you just say, oh, I want a car, okay, then you'll get a car. And then you might say, well, really, I wanted a BMW that was white and was a 3 litre or whatever. Okay, so be specific, because the house elf will not give you what you want if you're not specific. So again, with your specific person, right, I'm only accepting the version of them that is loving and caring, happy to be in a committed relationship, loves only me, wants only me, only has eyes for me, is loyal, faithful, totally devoted and committed to me, blowing up my phone every day, telling me how much they love me. Okay, that is being specific. But when you're just like, oh, I really wish my person was here, or I wonder what they're thinking about me, or I wonder what they're doing, what do you want them to be thinking and feeling about you? Okay, if you've got to give your house elf, if you like, specific instructions. When house elves don't follow instructions or say something bad about their master, they are forced to punish themselves. So that's like you, when you're wavering and you're going back to reacting to 3D or whatever, you punish yourselves. You feel like crap. Although house elves are small, they can actually perform incredibly powerful magic, because you are. Everything exists. So it is magic when you receive something that you thought was impossible at first in your current 3D, but when you stay focused and clear and intent on the only version and the only outcome you're going to accept, remember, you're not figuring out the how and the when, okay? Then when it does come into your 3D, when you see the mirror finally reflect it, when the 3D's caught up, the time lag, okay, it is like magic. Even though you've saturated yourself with that, it feels familiar. When it actually happens in your 3D for you to physically enjoy it, it does seem wondrous. It does seem like magic. As house elves can only be released from their slavery by a gift from their master of a piece of clothing, they often wear a filthy discarded tea towel or pillowcase. So again, when you release the negative and have the positive and be there, if you like, then you can get that well, you asked about spirituality, and spirituality is you as a being, my lovely. So I just pulled a card from Spirit. Take it up with Spirit if you don't like the answer that they gave you, my lovely. I'm only channeling what they gave you. So for you, see that your subconscious is a bit like that little elf, okay? Hello, Hermant. How are you, my lovely? I'm not doing readings, my lovely, but you can ask a question on anything spiritual, anything to do with manifesting, or just your well-being, my lovely. Well, that's not what you said, Laurie. You just said spiritual. Can you read my spirituality, please? Your spirituality is what you believe in. So that's why they were saying seek. Okay, if you want to, you know, you're seeking your being in your church. Okay, the power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. You're a spiritual being. You're not just a human being, you're a spiritual being as well. We're all connected by energy. Okay, so we are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. We're all our own boss of our spiritual world, nothing outside of you. And again, you know, I'm getting people in here asking about spiritual. I'm not here to do readings on spirituality. Okay, your beliefs, your assumptions, and what meanings you're giving to things is how you see yourself in the world is your spirituality. Okay? Right, anybody else before I go, as it's very quiet and I've got other things that I can be doing. No. Well, I know I've been on here for over an hour, so hopefully those people that I did answer your concerns about, it's helped you for today, so that I know that that was 2 people at least. So I will be back on, but I'm doing my live readings tonight. I will be on to do live readings tonight, and also I won't be doing my Instagram because I've done 2 this week already. They are on there for you to watch. So yeah, I think that's it for today, my lovelies. Okay, kittens, catch up with you soon. Bye.